You don't need 100 methods, rituals, hours of journaling, none of it. If you are someone who has ever thought, manifesting is so hard, I don't know how all these people are doing it, I don't even know where to start, this video is going to break everything down for you. What to do, how to do it, what not to do. This video is going to break it exactly down as if we're talking to a 5-year-old. Super simple, no fluff, straight to the point. If you're new here, hey y'all, I'm Tara, your manifesting bestie, and welcome to the only manifestation community that you need. This is exactly where you will trade your doubts for your desires, and we're going to watch the magic unfold. This video is completely inspired by a group that I'm in. I saw someone who said, can someone please break it down, make a manifestation video for dummies, beginners, etc., whatever, and I thought that that was absolutely genius. So here we go. This is gonna be the video for anyone who feels like manifestation is so confusing, it's too hard, they're not getting what they want, they don't know where to even start, and it's just not clicking. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what to do, what not to do, and how to keep it so simple that it completely clicks, sticks, and works for you. First off, I just wanna say, let's bust a quick myth. Manifestation isn't something that you just like start and stop. Every single human being on this planet is constantly manifesting, whether you know it or not. You are constantly manifesting all the time, whether you are aware of it or not. So all the 70,000+ thoughts that we have a day, they are constantly shaping your reality. Thoughts, assumptions, and your beliefs are all creating your reality. So everything that you have right now is a collection of all of your thoughts and your beliefs that you have up here. For example, if you have ever thought that someone is mad at you, ignoring you, feeling some type of way about you, and then they basically did, or you're expecting a bill in the mail and then it came, that's manifestation. It's just so unconscious because you're used to it. You're expecting that behavior. You're expecting that outcome. The goal is not to learn how to manifest, it's to learn how to do it consciously and on purpose, very intentionally. It's a way of living. It's a way of thinking. Honestly, it's a lifestyle change. It's a complete shift. Now, the next part is wavering and why it's a real problem. So what truly stops people from getting their desires and getting what they want is wavering. So if you've ever come across a video where someone is talking about wavering, wavering simply just means that one day you believe, oh, I'm getting my desire, I'm getting it, I'm making this thing happen. And then the next day you kind of fall off and you're spiraling and you're oh, I don't have it, it's not here yet, this doesn't work for me, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that's wavering. It simply just means that you're switching up stories. And even though you're switching up stories, you're still manifesting. Okay, so you're used to the negative and the not having your desires and you're coming from a place of lack. That is your dominant thought. So that is exactly what is going to be shown in your 3D reality. I know I have said this and I probably will continue to keep saying this on my channel, but it's like the analogy that I use with the planting the seed. The one person plants the seed over here and they go out and they water it daily. That plant is going to grow. It is going to show up. That plant is going to be there. Whereas the other person who planted the same exact seed in the same exact soil, using the same exact water, but they keep going out every single day and they keep digging it up to check and see if it's actually growing, there's a good chance that it's not going to show up. Or if it does, it's going to take a very, very, very long time. You're never giving it time to root. Let's say you're someone who is affirming for love and an SP, or a specific person is what that means. At least that's what I've always thought, and that's what I've always said. So you're manifesting love, a romantic relationship with a specific person or an SP. You lock in one day and you're saying, they love me. They're so healthily obsessed with me. I am their favorite person. But then you go and you check social media and you see that they're still with someone else or they're giving someone else attention, and then it sends you into a spiral and you're like, oh my God, but what if they don't? They don't love me. They're with this other person. You're focusing on the 3D. That back and forth behavior, that is wavering, and that is exactly what slows you down. If you are someone who is looking for the fastest way to manifest, go back and watch my previous video. I'll link it somewhere up here or in the description. Can't remember exactly what I titled it, but the video itself is about how long does manifestation actually take. Now, every time you start to notice yourself wavering, and if you find yourself in that situation where you start spiraling and freaking out and you're having all these negative thoughts, I want you to stop and pause and ask yourself, what is your actual desire? What is the end what is the end story, the end goal, what is it that you actually want, then that is what you are going to affirm. Even if your 3D is showing you the exact opposite, where you don't have the job, you don't have the house, you don't have the car, you don't have the money, you don't have your partner, I don't care. I don't care what that looks like. You know what your end desire is. Your affirmations need to be based around that end goal, and that is what you are going to tell yourself in your head. In your head. Every once in a while, I'll say mine out loud, but for the most part, it's all in your head because you are training your brain to get comfortable and to accept that story as the new reality. Now, this is, okay, I can't tell. I hope this has been in focus this whole time. So if you see me checking over here, it's because my screen's over here and it kind of looks a little blurry. So if this is blurry, I'm sorry. I have a new Sony camera and I'm still trying to figure out all my settings. So even if the picture quality is not as good, listen to the words that I'm saying because this next part is so important. This is what you are not going to do. Here's exactly what you do not need when manifesting. You do not need 20 different methods. So you don't have to be journaling if you don't like writing. I do not like writing. I don't journal. If I get in a groove where I'm like, you know what, I feel like I should journal, then yes, I will because it feels good in that moment. But I'm not someone who wants to sit there and write out 20 freaking pages. I like to sit down and intentionally just think my affirmations and focus affirm. So you don't have to journal. You don't have to do the scripting. You don't have to tell everyone your desire. You don't have to sit down and do all these crazy rituals with tarot cards and all the things and call the psychic. You don't have to do that, okay? You do not need to be chasing signs, angel numbers, moon phases, none of that. I actually do believe in putting the quarter with the cinnamon outside the door the first of the month, but that's because it makes me feel good. So yes, there are certain things that I like to do, but I know that that also has nothing to do with manifesting. You don't need it, bestie. And lastly, you don't need to be begging the universe. We're not attracting anything. You do not have to be in high vibration to receive what you want. You don't need to be begging the universe and saying, I'm open and I'm ready to receive. If you believe that's what it takes, then fine. But I'm telling you, you don't need that. We're not begging anyone for anything. Guys, I need you to understand it all starts here. All of what I just talked about, those are tools. Those are tools to get you in the state of the wish fulfilled. That is to get you living as if you already have it. But sometimes I find that when people are they'll come to me and we'll talk about it and they're telling me like, oh, I want a tarot reading, or oh, I read this on Twitter or X or whatever and it's saying this, or people on Reddit are saying this, and it's like, no, these are tools. What really counts is your mental diet, your thought awareness. Are you having these constant negative beliefs about your desire? Because that's exactly what's keeping you from getting what you want. Everything I just listed are tools that can help you get to where you want just by helping you live in the end. But sometimes I find that using tools like that will block a person from living as if they already have it. They get in this like cycle of chasing it and they think they have to do all these things and they get so worked up because then they get impatient. No, scratch all of it. It's all up here. So moral of the story is, if you're someone who is using any of these types of tools and you feel like it's stressing you out, hey besties, that was me. So I'm telling you, stop doing it. Stop doing the tarot readings. Stop reading all this stuff before bed. Stop scrolling through all those YouTube videos. Your free little bestie right here, I'm telling you exactly what you need to know. So perk up, listen, go watch my playlist. I have a whole section over all different kinds of topics whenever it comes to manifesting. Go back and watch it. Now here is where, this is the important part too, so listen up. This is what to do. So what do? You're going to pick the simplest thing that gets you living in the end. For some people, that's saying affirmations. For some people, it's robotic affirming, which just means that when you're doing the dishes, you're sitting and saying, or you're standing and saying your affirmations. If you're doing laundry, you're saying your affirmations. If you're taking your kid to cheer practice, you're saying your affirmations. That's robotic affirming. For some people, it's visualizing before bed. For others, it's scripting and journaling. I can tell you, for me, I'm a little bit of a lazy manifester and I like to just sit and focus affirm a couple times a day. 10, 20 minutes in a session, and then I go about my day. And then I'm using thought awareness, okay? So if I have any negative thoughts, then I'm flipping it. So for me, I like to focus affirm. I will do a separate video over how I manifest and stuff that has worked for me, but we'll save that for a different video. But the whole point is that you need to be picking something that feels natural to you. And the real key is that it's actually not even about the method that you choose. It's genuinely about the persistence and the state of you having that desire. That is all. And when I say persistence, I mean you throughout the day, you're aware of your thoughts and you're flipping those negative thoughts into, no, I already have what I want. I always get what I want. And then you go right back into saying your affirmations to the point where it is so natural when you say it that your mind stops pushing you back on, oh, it's not real, because yes, it is. Yes, it is. You keep saying it and saying it and saying it, and that is what creates the new neural pathway, and then your 3D has no choice but to reflect your desire. Now, because you've clicked on this video and you want to know what to do, a little tip for you is to pick one method that feels easiest for you right now. For me, I'm a huge advocate. I would tell you to sit and focus affirm. I would tell you to sit 10 minutes aside throughout every single day, and for 7 days straight, you're going to sit for those 10 minutes and you're going to keep looping your affirmations over in your head over and over and over. So I want you to pick one tool, say those affirmations over and over and over for 7 days straight. Stay in the end goal of you having your desire. Stick with your affirmations, keep up with them for 7 days straight, keeping yourself in the desire. Already have what you want. That is how you're going to be acting and living. Stick with it for at least 7 days and watch how your reality shifts. Watch how your mind shifts. It's incredible, guys. You don't want to miss out on this. Before we wrap things up, I just want to give a few tips and tricks to genuinely keep it as simple as possible. So here are a few quick tips to make manifestation so much easier. Number 1, have thought awareness, which just simply means I want you to, throughout the day, if you feel yourself thinking negatively about the desire that you have chosen, I want you to flip those thoughts. Every time you start to feel anything negative, flip the thoughts into something positive. I always get what I want. I always get what I want. I always get what I want. Number 2, stop checking the 3D for proof. You have got to have the assumption that you have what it is that you want. Your 3D will have no other choice but to show it to you. Number 3, keep your affirmations short and to the point. Keep them believable. It needs to sound natural. If you need help with your affirmations, please drop them down below. Drop your desires down below, and I'd be more than happy to help you with your affirmations. Keep it simple. Something that you can loop over and over and over and over again in your head, mind you. Keep it simple. And number 4, make it fun. I think the word I'm looking for is don't overexert yourself. You don't have to lock yourself away for 6 hours and sit there and focus affirm. I mean, if you want to and that feels good, fine, to each their own. I do not have time for that. I am a mom, 2 kiddos, 3 pups, a husband. Like, I have too much going on for that. And I know that all it takes is for me to sit down and have awareness of my thoughts, focus affirm, and assume it to already be true, and I am going to get my ish, okay? That is all that it takes. That's it, guys. So genuinely, I would love to know, I want to hear your thoughts. What is the part that you struggle with the most when it comes to manifesting? Is it do you feel like it's so hyped up that it's just so unattainable? Can you recognize anything that you know for certain that you have manifested, or how you did it? Do you feel like you're overcomplicating it? Do you feel like you're doubting yourself and you're wavering? What is going on? Comment below, because I genuinely know I see this day to day. You are not the only one struggling, and we are better as a team, okay? Gotta hold yourself accountable. You have to lock in and decide that it is already yours, and it's much easier to do when you are aware of it and when you're intentional. Genuinely though, manifesting is seriously this simple. We have got to stop overcomplicating it as a whole, as a society. It has never been more easy to do than it is today. I mean, like, it's such a privilege. The fact that I'm able to sit here and make this video and then post it on YouTube for millions of people to see, and we're here having this conversation and we're able to talk about it, that is such a privilege. There are people who are out there working endlessly and so hard, and they're still coming up short, and they're not always getting everything that they want, and they're settling. When in reality, if we could change what's up here, you can genuinely have anything that you desire. That, my friends, is a complete privilege, and we have got to stop overcomplicating the process, because it is available for all of us. So send this video to your friend because we can all do this. Decide with exactly what you want. What is your desire? You're going to live as if you already have it, and you're going to persist until your 3D shows you and catches up. That's it. Everything else that all these other people are trying to give you, they're just tools to get you there. That is all. But you, my friend, are the key. You are the magic. This is all you need. Your magic is only a mindset away. Besties, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to keep trading your doubts for your desires. And at no cost to you, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!